Okay, good afternoon all. Today we are going to see about the regular expression, one part from the regular expression that is called as the Andreas theorem. Now what this theorem is? This theorem this theorem suggests that if the regular expression is in this form, R equal to Q plus RP. If the regular expression is in this form, R equal to Q plus RP. Then for this same regular expression, we can also write it as a R equal to QP star. This is what suggested by Adrian. So the Adrian theorem start with this. Now what he said, in this case R, Q, P, all these three should be regular expression. These three should be regular expression. So if the regular expression is in this format, we can also write it like this. So in just brief, we will just check the proof. We'll check the proof. So we'll take the first equation, R equal to Q plus RP. Okay. We're just taking the first equation. Now what we'll do, this second equation, R equal to QP star, we'll put into this equation. So the equation will become R equal to Q plus this R will replace with the QP star. So it becomes QP star P. So this will be the equation if I am replacing this R with the QP star. Okay. So now we'll take this Q as a common. So it becomes epsilon plus Q we are taken out. So it becomes epsilon plus this Q is out. So P star P. So Q we are taking common, we are taking out, so it becomes epsilon plus P star P. Now, this P star P, we can also write it like this. Epsilon plus P star. P star P is similar as P star. Now the next thing is the epsilon plus P star. This can be replaced by the P star itself. Epsilon plus P star means epsilon or P star. So that can be replaced with the P star itself. So this equation becomes Q plus P, QP star. So R equal to QP star. Yes, hence proof. So this is the proof, just brief of the proof, how we can write this R equal to Q plus RP is equal to R equal to QP star. So in our problems, we can use this theorem. Now this theorem is basically used to convert the DFA, transition diagram, into the regular expression. What is the application of Aldrin's theorem? To convert the DFA into the regular expression. So we'll use this concept, these two formulas to convert the DFA into the regular expression. So this is the just proof. Now we'll solve the problem. So if the regular expression is given like this, if the DFA, example, application of Aldrin's theorem. So if the DFA is given like this, Q0, Q1, Q2. Suppose this is the DFA given. And in the exam they are asking that convert this DFA into the regular expression with the help of the Aldrin. So how to solve this problem? To solve this problem, what we have to do? We have to make the equations for Q0, for Q1, for Q2. For Q0, for Q1, for Q2. So these are the three states. For every state, we'll make an equation. After making the equation, we'll use the substitution method. We will use the substitution method. We will substitute one equation into another into next. So likewise, we'll try to solve the equation to get the answer of that equation. So using substitution method, we'll to solve the equation. Now our point of interest is the equation for Q2 because Q2 is a final state. Q2 is a final state. So we are trying to solve the equation of Q2. But to solve the equation of Q2, if we require to solve the equation of Q1 or equation of Q0, yes, we will solve that. And the basic objective of ours is to solve the equation of Q2, which will give the regular expression accepted by this DFA. Accepted by this DFA. So that is what our problem statement is. So now we'll try to solve this example. Solve this example. Now we'll start writing the equation for Q0, for Q1, for Q2. Now how to write the equation? So if Q0, so while writing the equation, we will consider all the incoming transitions. For writing the equation, creating the equation, we'll take the all incoming transitions. All incoming transitions. For example, if Q0 is a state, the first incoming transition for Q0 is epsilon. It is an initial state. It is an initial state. So first input to Q0 is a epsilon. So we'll write Q0 epsilon plus or what is the incoming? This is what incoming is. Coming from Q0 with A to Q0. So a transition coming from Q0 to it. So the next transition is Q0A. Next transition is Q0A. The state from which it is coming, with which alphabet it is coming to that state. So from Q0 with A it is coming to Q0. So Q0 plus Q0A plus. Now if you observe, there is one more transition coming to Q0, which is coming from Q1. Q1B, it is coming to Q0. So the next will be Q1B. Next will be Q1B. So this is the equation for Q0. This is the equation for Q0. So we'll number this equation as a 1. Getting how to write the equation. So now similarly we'll write the equation for Q1. Q1 state. So how to write the equation? Consider all incoming transitions. Consider all incoming transitions. So for Q0, the first incoming is from Q0. Q0A, it is coming to Q1. So Q1 equal to Q0A. Q0A. Next input is self loop. So coming from Q1 with B to Q1. So next will be plus Q1 with B. So this will be the equation, plus there is one more input coming from the Q2 with A, it is coming to Q1. Q2 with A, it is coming to Q1. So plus Q2A. So yes, all incoming transitions I have written like this. So this will number it as a equation number 2. Equation number 2. Now the next state, Q3, Q2. So now Q2, incoming transition is from Q1 with input A, it is coming to Q2. So it will be Q1A. Q1A, it is coming to Q2. There is only one transition. So this will number it as a equation number 3. So we have derived the 3 equations. So one equation for every state. So using the incoming transitions, we have derived these 3 equations.